children a body care. Have them come see me. We're gonna get lawsuits against these bitches. We're gonna force them to change. Woo! Woo! Right there, baby. Right there. You ain't got no authority. Fuck the police. Fuck the police. Hey, that's how it's done. That's how it's done. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Love you, brother. You stand up too. Hey, love you, brother. You stand up too. All of you. All of you. Everybody has to stand up. Everybody. That's right. That's where the education needs to go. That's where it needs to go, right there. Hey. 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 Eat it, motherfucker. Rotate on it, bitch. That's how it's done. Burn them out. Say no one on them. Fireman and blaze and a burn them out. Alright then, wow. My gun them tall like Blue Mountain Peak. Anytime them bust them make people blood leak. Stop boy breath and lock off them heartbeat. I make them get a permanent sleep.
Alright family, peace, greetings. Welcome to another edition of Baba TV, Every Time Fire. And as you can see, I have the mighty brother Sonny from the Haudenosaunee Nation here. Not the Onondaga, but the Haudenosaunee Nation here in America. And as I thought while he was out there doing his work, while we talk about everything going on in Israel and all the invasions and stuff outside of the house, you got the same thing, the same exact thing as I thought been going on right here in this United Snakes of America. Been going on. So you got a lot of things in our own house that really don't belong to us, that we need to be straightening out before we can go somewhere else and tell somebody else what the hell they supposed to be doing and what they not supposed to be doing. So with that being said, I'd like to introduce to some and present to others. He has some very pertinent, important information to bring to us today, our brother Sonny. Peace.
Thank you, brother. I want to thank Creator for this opportunity to address the public. I want to say that we understand we need a major change in this country, and its foundation has to be uprooted and addressed. As you can see, this is a poster that they made in the 1800s, and it's a part of the Dawes Act, where they literally opened up the West and enabled the land of the indigenous people who had treaties to be sold. And I'm just saying genocide is not unacceptable today by me. And That's why there's no going back to normalcy. I'm one of the few men who stood up to volunteer for George Floyd when he was murdered. I went down to North Carolina and I got some assistance from the Tuscaroras to camp out at their reservation next to the Longhouse while I volunteered myself for George Floyd. He was my age, and sorry. I felt my brother. And I felt the need to stand up. Now, today I'm going on 20 years of sobriety. I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing today if it wasn't for Creator's intervention. And I suggest anyone that's drinking and drugging to not do what I'm doing. This is dangerous stuff. You have to understand the law. You have to be obedient to a loving God of your understanding. And you have to reject religion. You have to reject anything of oppression to do what I'm doing. This is a spiritual journey that I've been on. All the police in Syracuse, a lot of these motorists know who I am. I've been out here for 2 years in the wintertime. And I've basically been empowering the people and opening the people's eyes to the best of my ability. What I want to say to you all is I found a solution as to how we can get access to the laws being changed from its foundation. And it comes right straight from your rights, your Constitution. The United States, when they created, before they were even the United States, they were fighting with each other, the 13 colonies. And they were actually in the process, they were in a time period where they were making treaties with my people, my Aboriginal people, my indigenous people, the Haudenosaunee, the 5 nations. And in 1744, my people, at the Treaty of Lancaster, my people met with them, 13 colonies in Pennsylvania, and they had what was called the polishing of the covenant chain. This was the last polishing of that 2-row wampum belt. And that originally started back in 1613. And it was with the Dutch who came in contact with the Mohawk people, who are a part of my confederacy that I'm from. And so that took place from 1613 to 1744. And that was the end of it all. That's where there was no more covenant or treaty with the 5 nations for the 13 colonies. This is where the 13 colonies got their ideas of uniting from my people under one law. And the difference is they created their law and they excluded women's rights. And even when you look further down in there, they label the indigenous people as what they perceived as merciless Indian savages. And so my point here is, right from your very foundation, you have the federal government. And the federal government is the only entity that had the power within the 13 colonies to make treaties with tribal nations. Because each state was not sovereign. They didn't have sovereign rights to make treaties with the indigenous people. So this is why we today live in a colonized society and don't know why people of color are not getting access to justice in this country. And it's because states violated those federal treaties. And states are policing the lands of the indigenous people who have rights to those treaties. And that is what I'm out here doing. I have a ID that is issued to me by my government, has my ID on her, has my treaty. It connects me to a treaty. And that is what I need for my identification to be issued, is my tribal leadership to issue me my ID. Connects me directly to a treaty. Now, one thing that's not being taught here, and this is really big because this is where the change comes in. Every citizen in America has a right to see compliance to the federal agreements that were made, such as the treaty with the people who come from the land that you are on. No matter where you are in the United States, there's a treaty attached to that land with the indigenous people. And if you can identify those indigenous people who are from that land, and there is a website that you can do this. I want to pull it up. Here it is. It's native-land.ca. Look that up. And what it shows is it shows a map of the United States that you can zoom in on and see all the Aboriginal treaties that are with the people who are from the country, from the whole country. You can actually look all over the place and zoom in and zoom out. So no matter what state you're in, you can find it. Again, it's native-land.ca. Now, this isn't something I made up. This is something that I'm aware of exists, that somebody else did research on to help others to identify whose land we are on. And so when these societies, which most of them are matriarch, carry a female leadership, such as clan mothers, that's where it comes in, because the United States excluded women's rights under their law, but yet they made it legal for states to not have the power to make treaties with tribal nations. And this is where compliance to federal law is being violated on a normal, everyday basis within the whole country. So my point here is Article 6 is what I'm implementing to see every police officer's compliance. I have a treaty, I have an identification card issued to me that connects me to a treaty to this land. We are currently in a place called Syracuse, New York. We're right down, you know where we are. Okay, this is stolen land from my people. And in order to police this land, there has to be a compliance with Article 6, which lays out the foundation for policing practice in this whole country. Without a treaty, you have no authority granted. You cannot go in this country and impose your will on anyone. Okay? That's what treaties are. They're peace agreements. And they're by sovereign entities. And that's what I'm a part of. I'm a part of a sovereign entity who has roots to this land that predates colonial contact. And the biggest thing about it, this is what's not educated in the judicial system, in the educational system. They don't teach this. They don't even teach this in the police force. Every police officer has no idea what I'm talking about when I'm saying, show me your compliance to Article 6. They have no idea what I'm talking about because they're not educated about the truth of how the states are responsible for compliance with federal laws. That's compliance to federal law. That's what every cop in this country has to do. They have to be in compliance of their own country's foundational practice. They cannot. There is no man above the law. Okay? And that's what the other part is. Where do white men believe that they get authority from? See, they think they're inheriting it. They don't. The badge that they carry does not connect them to a treaty. It does not connect that individual person to a treaty. My identification card connects me to a treaty, to this land. And that's the point I'm making here. If you don't have a treaty with my representative, my matriarch, because I am Onondaga only through my mother, not my father. And she got her identity from her mother. And she got hers from her mother. And all the way back as far as contact goes. So I know this interview is important, and I kind of feel tied between empowering the community, but this is doing the same thing, recording this and putting this out there. It is very crucial. Get yourself a body cam, okay? Get yourself a quality body cam, okay? I paid, I think, $80 for this. I have 2 more. I paid like $100. You can find them on Marketplace. You can get them brand new. These are the equivalent to the ones the police carry, okay? Don't rely on your cell phone, okay? Do not rely on your cell phone, because this has a clip that I can clip right here. I can pull out my ID, my treaty, and pull out my clip, push my on button, and go up to any cop with my hands free. I can have my hands free, giving him no ability to shoot me or harm me because my hands reached in my pockets. Because that's what they use the excuse of. They shoot people for reaching for their wallet after they told them to show them their ID. So it's a catch-22. So this is how we're losing people in this country, through white supremacy and not having any access to justice. There's no accountability being brought to the policing. This is how you do it, right here. You identify whose land you're on that the police is policing. You identify them, and you acknowledge that the officer is not one of the Onondaga citizens. He has no ability to police that land. He has no written consent to police that land. He carries none. And that's compliance with Article 6. So there's another video I've done where I actually shut down they did a blockade. This is predominantly an African American community, Syracuse South Side. It's predominantly African American, and that's why they target that on-ramp, is because they understand that this is where they can pull all kinds of revenue for the state and have all the ability to do what they please to African American people who are completely uneducated about whose land we are on, about where the authority comes from to the land that we are on. So it's really important to you understand that what I'm doing is dangerous. It requires a lot of obedience and a lot of practice. But this is how you can actually, we can actually get lawsuits against the policing departments for violating your civil rights to see their compliance with Article 6. You see? Because as an American citizen, you are considered allies of the indigenous people. And your constitution, your constitutional right, enables that compliance to take place. Your constitutional right is where you're friendly with the indigenous people who are from the land. And that officer also has to have written consent by the indigenous people themselves to police this land. And that can only be achieved through a treaty. Okay? So I want you to understand that any agreement that individuals make is not a binding agreement of treaty agreement. Okay? You can't just go off and do it on your own. Only the federal government has the power to make treaties with the indigenous people. All right? So this is what it comes down to. We have the ability to do this. This is it. I have a full clarification of my ancestral roots. I have a full clarification of my Onondaga people's boundaries. And I have a full clarification that my matriarch never authorized any treaty within this country, because women did not have rights in the eyes of the American founding fathers, the racist men who created this chaos. So again, this is a constitution, this is a civil lawsuit, this is human rights violations at the core, and we all have the right. We all have a responsibility to uphold the peace, and that's why I had this flag made, is to educate the police that they have no authority without carrying a treaty with my people. Not over me, not over anyone in front of me. It is the law, and it's compliance with Article 6, and I have a right to see it, and so do you. So I encourage you to open your eyes up and stand up and do what it takes, because not only will you benefit from having a civil rights lawsuit, but you will also help dismantle white supremacy and uproot it from its core and hold the federal government responsible for upholding the treaties that they agreed to. And that's where it all comes in. So I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank Creator for this opportunity, and I want to let you all know I love each and every one of you, whether you all like me or not. Thank you.
So you're going to violate my rights. You're going to violate my sovereign rights. Get off my fucking truck. Okay, guys, that's it. That's it. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, sir.
That's it.
Under arrest for OGA.
OGA. What is OGA? Don't.
I'm gonna
Don't you stop.
Get out of the car.
Give me my fucking.
Article 6, Section 2. This Constitution and the laws of the United States, which shall be made in pursuance thereof, and all treaties made, or which shall be made, under the authority of the United States, shall be the supreme law of the land, and the judges in every state shall be bound thereby, anything in the Constitution or laws of any state to the contrary notwithstanding. Article 6, Paragraph 2 of the United States Constitution is commonly referred to as the Supremacy Clause. It establishes that the federal Constitution and federal law generally take precedence over state laws and even state constitutions.
Dum diversis, the Romanus Pontifex, and the Inter Cetera Papables
serve as the basis and justification for the doctrine of discovery, which allowed for the genocide and eradication of, quote, merciless savages from their land, and the global slave trade during the 15th and 16th centuries, which led to the American slave trade and formation of the United States, their government's westward expansionism, and the age of imperialism. These papables provided the foundation for the justification of removal by any means necessary, including human extermination of land already inhabited by indigenous sovereign people. White supremacy, or white supremacism, is the belief that white people are superior to those of other races, and thus should dominate them. The belief favors the maintenance and defense of any power and privilege held by white people. White supremacy has roots in the now discredited doctrine of scientific racism and the doctrine of discovery, key justifications for European colonialism.
This is how we are going to shut down an illegal police operation. Okay. This is it. Here we go. we go, guys. All right, gentlemen.
Hey, what's up, buddy?
I'm sorry, you guys got to disassemble this illegal police operation unless you have a treaty with my people. Article 6 requires a treaty.
Okay.
Okay, so you got to leave now. Leave now. Leave. You don't have no authority. Show me some written consent to police this land.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm holding you accountable right now.
Okay. Well, you're obstructing.
That's right. So are you illegally policing land without any written consent? You guys got to go. I'm sorry. That's it. You're gone. You're done. White supremacy is not welcomed in this country. This country has laws. Show me your treaty with the Onondaga people. As a citizen, I am to this land. You got to leave or show me written consent.
Okay. But you're holding up.
That's not okay. You haven't shown me no proof of evidence that you have lawful right to police the land.
Okay. You're holding up traffic.
It's not a. I'm confronting the problem right here, right now. You do not have rights to police this land without a treaty.
Can we just flag the ground?
Do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. You guys gotta leave. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. You ain't got no treaty. You ain't got no treaty. You guys ain't got no treaty. Let's go. You gotta have a treaty. You gotta have a treaty.
Yeah. But now you're holding people up.
That's right. So are you illegally policing this land?
Why don't you pull over and we'll talk about it?
No, I'm gonna stand right here and hold you accountable. You're gonna leave. Or show me the treaty that you have authorizing your ability to police this land.
Yeah, it's a public roadway, sir.
It's not a public land.
But it's a public roadway.
It's not a free country.
Okay.
Okay, so show me your treaty.
I don't.
Okay, then you don't. Then I am sovereign to the land you are policing. Let's go. You guys gotta go. You gotta go. You're not federal. You're not federal.
But you're holding all these cars up.
And you're policing without consent.
Okay.
That's not okay.
You pull over.
That's it.
This isn't the time to argue this, sir.
You know what? This is a time to hold you accountable.
Sir, you're creating a huge traffic disturbance.
You guys are illegally policing this
You want
land.
to protest the police, you're more than welcome to do
I know
so,
that.
but not here in the middle of the street.
And you know what? I'm asking to see your treaty that authorizes you for compliance with Article 6.
I don't carry treaties around, so
You're in compliance with Article 6, are you not?
Sir,
Article 6, you are in compliance of Article 6, are you not?
sir, you're causing a traffic hazard.
Are you in compliance of Article 6?
All right, we need to ask you to please leave.
Article 6, I'm asking to see your written consent to police this land.
You'll have to-
You ain't going nowhere without me.
Okay.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm gonna request a federal agent now. Because you guys don't have sovereign power.
911. Well, 911
You're not superior to this land.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
See? You guys gotta have a treaty to police the land. That's right, you guys know the law. You know the law. You guys know the law. You guys gotta leave. You guys all got to go. You're live right now on TV. You're live. Each and every one of you. Each and every one of you gotta go. Each and every one of you. Let's go. Let's go. Each and every one of you gotta go. You too.
I'm not worried about you.
I'm not worried about you either. You're an immigrant.
Yep.
Without a treaty.
Yep.
Let's go.
I'm not going.
Let's go. I'm not going anywhere either. You guys are leaving. You're not above the law. None of you.
Yep.
Let's go. That's it. We got him. We got him. We got him. You gotta go. You ain't got no authority. You ain't got no authority. None of yous have written consent, do you? See? That's how the law works. That's how the law works. You see? You see? That's right. Direct traffic. Come on, traffic control. Let's go. Oh, you gotta turn around. They gotta obey the law. They gotta obey the law. Huh? Everybody's gotta go somewhere. Everybody's got responsibilities. Alright? One is to hold these guys accountable. It's nothing against you. Turn around. Each and every one of you. Let's go. Come on, show me your written consent to police the land. Written consent. Come on. There it is, buddy. That's right. You guys think you're above the law. Hey, it's called sovereign rights, motherfucker. Yeah? Yes, I don't come from a reservation.
Yeah, me neither, man. I'm just trying to...
All right, let's go.
Let's go. I'm requesting a federal agent. See? Because you don't have authority. I don't need to call 911. I can handle it. I can handle my own. I'm doing it. I'm doing it, guys. It's here right now, Brighton on-ramp. I just shut this shit down. Using the law. Using the law. You ain't got no authority. That's right. Not one of you got authority. I should shut this shit down. That's right. But it ruined your fucking day, huh, guys? You got no treaty, you got no written authority. You gotta back the fuck down. Stand down. I got all my body cams are all here. I'm all hooked up. I'm out here all by my damn self. That was about, I don't know, several more. That's it. See? They're blocking it. There it is. I'm shutting it down. That's right. See? You guys think you got the power to police the land without written consent and a direct violation of Article 6. Now he wants to tow this car up here. See? He's going to want to tow this car. See? He's going to want to tow that car up there. I'm holding them accountable. I am sovereign to all of Syracuse. And if this guy tries to go around me, like he is, I'm going to stop him from proceeding to haul this car. That's it. You guys got to go. You guys got to go. Let's go. See, you don't know what to say or do. Let's go. Let's go. You ain't going by me. You ain't going by me. That ain't going. Hey, you know what? I'm sovereign. How is that going to look bad? We'll see nothing. I'm asking for written consent to police this land. You don't have any? You don't have any? You don't have any. I am sovereign. I am sovereign. I have a treaty. I have a right to this land. Where's your treaty? Where's your guys' treaty? Where's your treaty, guys? Come on. You don't know? You don't have a treaty? Not one of you has a treaty. That's called white supremacy. That's called white supremacy. And I'm about to continue on. See, they're gonna tow this man's car right here. They're gonna tow his car. Hey, they're about to tow your car. They don't have the power to. They don't have no power. Ask for to see their compliance to Article 6. Ask it right now. He does not have any authority. Ask to see his consent to police this land. He has to have written consent. All of them do. I'm holding all of them accountable to me and the law. Let's go, guys. You're all on TV. Come on. Come on now. The body cams are out. Everything is here. You don't have sovereign power. Remember that. None of you. You're white supremacy. That's what you are. See? That's right. That's right. See this truck behind me? This truck wants to go ahead and tow this car away. What's your name, my brother? Watson. Watson, my brother, I got your back right now, okay? I got you underneath my sovereign power. Let's go. That's right. That's right. You guys gotta have a treaty. You gotta have a treaty. That's it. That's it. You gotta have a treaty, guys. Let's go. Show me your treaty. Compliance to Article 6. That's all I want. Article 6. You guys know the law. You guys know the law. I am sovereign to the land that you are policing. Okay. The deal is this. You have to obey by the law. I'm telling you, I don't recognize your authority without a treaty. Can I see your treaty? Can I see your treaty? I want to see your treaty. Do I have a right to see your consent to police the land I come from? That I am I am requesting a federal agent at this moment. I am sovereign to the land, and you have no sovereign authority. You have no sovereign authority. You have no sovereign authority to police this land. I'm asking for a federal agent. I want a federal agent. I want a federal agent right here, right now. I'm requesting a federal agent. That's it, right there. You can violate my rights, and I will have a lawsuit against you, and you for violating my sovereign rights, my constitutional rights. You're not going to violate my rights right now. Right here, right now, you are not violating. Can you show me your compliance with Article 6? Don't open my door. So you're going to violate my rights. You're going to violate my sovereign rights. Get off my fucking truck. Okay, guys, that's it. That's it. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, sir.
That's it.
You're under arrest for OGA.
OGA. What is OGA? Don't you stop.
Get out of the car.
Give me my fucking. All right, guys. I got mace in my eye. They kidnapped me for a little while. I'm on my way home. Gotta wash this mace out of my eyes. That's right, baby! All day, every day! I'm good. I wish you guys would stand up with me. It sure feels concerning being alone out here. No one's gonna stop them. No one's gonna educate them. Unless we start setting the example and applying the law. Treaties are the supreme law to the land, and that's Article 6. And I have a treaty right. But Syracuse is my home. And I'm gonna enforce it all the fucking way.